I would like to go over a few things that are transpiring in the crypto market. And man, oh man, has it been unbelievable today. XRP currently is up 16%. It broke and overtook the 92-cent mark, but this is a logical spot for a tiny bit of a, and it's not even much of a pullback, but it had a little bit of a consolidation. XLM was behind it. I've been talking about it for several days, how it needed to come up here. And we're currently in a, if you're in the copy trading, we're currently in an XLM trade that's up, I don't know, some 35% currently. And this was the one I sold this morning. I told everybody when I sold. Over here at 13.7, I waited for the consolidation. It overcorrected, created this W formation. And I'm somewhere around 13.6, 13.7. And now I'm watching it push up. I have multiple positions open, as most of you know. I gave out the shot yesterday about DGB. It's up 25% today. Even talked about it this morning, right before it broke out. Talked about Corium this morning, and right when I logged off, it went up 40% plus. But for me personally, I have a stake in the game. I have IOTA, as most of you know. It's doing very well. Algo's up 28.5%. XLM's up 11.4% and starting to roll here a little bit. Over here, I'm watching VELO as I have a vested stake in VELO. I'm waiting for this to start pushing up. I also have a vested stake in, here's where Solo's up 74% today. But those are the ones that we talked about earlier. It was up 80. Corium, I just wanted to show you, it's up 57. When I talked about it earlier, it was only up 7%. But I can't get dragged down with all of those ones. I got to stay with the ones that I have my focus on right now. Gala, I'm invested in. It's doing very well for me right now. VELO, I'm waiting for it to take off a little bit. But everything that, honestly, across the market is making me happy. I have a stake in Doge with Julie now. It's just a 10x trade. But when it created this massive W reversal, and this is not a copy trade, this is my own personal. When it created this W reversal, I said, I'll give it a shot. I'll give it a shot. If it comes below 35.2, well, obviously it invalidates that, but it's down at the bottom of the zone. Looks like it should ride up to 42.6. And the way this is playing out, if it breaks out, it'd be heading up towards almost 51 cents. But that's not even on our radar. Like I said, XRP right now is up over 90 cents. XLM's up over 11%, almost to 15 cents now. Everything's playing out beautifully. I couldn't even ask for anything better. I'm going to miss a lot of comments. I apologize for it. Ring Thane, thank you so much for the $5.49 donation. I really appreciate that. I got to read what that says in a sec. Something about prioritizing. Thank you for all you do, Tom. Can you prioritize these for me in order of importance? XLM, XTC, HBAR, VELO. Impossible to say. They're all equally important to me. All four of those are must-haves in my book. So, they're all must-haves. I don't split hairs with them all. XRP is obviously one I built my foundation on, but I have XLM, I have IOTA, I have HBAR, I have, which other ones do I have? ZIL, DGB, Gala, VELO, and I think VELO is getting ready here. I really think VELO might be getting ready here for this reversal, and it's been a long downtrending falling channel, and we'll get into VELO too, but I got to get over XRP. We got to talk a lot about XRP. I'm not going to be going from thing to thing to thing to thing today. I want to focus, laser focus on our XRP, XLM, and DGB, and we're going to get into a lot of things. It looks very promising this weekend for XRP for one reason. The long versus short liquidations are fantastic. We've had 13.83 million in shorts, but we've also had 9.01 million liquidated in longs. So that stat will be updated here shortly, but that's a good sign there that we're having liquidations of that account. You see how much the long versus short, it's pretty balanced there. It's not as bad as you would think. Flare all in. Ooh, I didn't even look at Flare. And then we'll go over the Bitcoin liquidation maps. We'll look at some of the open interest and liquidations from a couple different sources for XRP. But it's going to be a very, very promising update. Or I mean, I should say live here. So I'm excited. I'm very happy to be able to come here a second time today. If you were watching the morning update, we talked about for XLM, the first push up here. And then if you want to sell, you could sell it at the resistance point. We basically hit that resistance point. And then you can reevaluate as we go into 7 o'clock because we don't know exactly how the market's going to react going into the very final hour here with the as we flip in, but I suspect that XLM's nowhere near being done. We've got a very big pattern formation that we look like we want to break out of, and it doesn't seem like it's ready to be done here. David, thank you so much for the $4.99 donation. I greatly, greatly appreciate that kindness. I can't even overstate it. Can't even overstate it. There is the, you know, when I was watching this, I'm like, maybe it'll come back down, make a reversal, but it did make a nice V-shaped recovery on a W reversal. I mean, it's playing out a big part of this pattern right now, big part, and it's doing it rather nicely here as well. But I think it's a much bigger move that will still have to be had here. Can you check out Flare? Yes, I'll check out Flare. I'll check out Flare. The next move I wanted to take was when it back tested this, because I do it in rhythm with the copy trading community, and I wanted to sell it at 14.8. I'm on a 5x trade. So right now, I mean, it's up. I don't even know what it's up. I haven't even looked. To be honest with you, I've not even looked at this. But I like to buy and sell in rhythm when it, you know, because it's a copy trade. I do it a little bit different. The copy trade's up 33.5%. As some of you know, the one this morning hit like, I don't know. I don't even know how much it hit this morning. The one this morning was up decent, like 26% this morning. Then I sold out and said where I was going to buy back in, and I showed everybody where I thought it would consolidate. And then I did. I bought exactly where I said I was going to. It's still open. I haven't closed it yet. Give me plenty of time to work. Let me see what's going to happen here. I do like maybe a consolidation off of this V shape, but sometimes they do tend to run straight through. If I take for XLM, and I'm going to do the intro and we're going to get through all of this, but I've got a lot to talk about, and you guys should all equally be excited for XLM, DGB, and XRP. After all, I came on and I front ran the DGB move this morning, and I front ran the Corium move. All these moves we front ran, but mainly two of them right on the spot, because right after I logged off DGB, I ended up being up like 38%. So if I was looking at this, the bottom of this, if you're looking to sell this bull flag that's formed right now, you'd have to do your due diligence and let it come up to about anywhere between, that was 14.7 on the pattern breakout, and then 15 cents on that little flag that was formed on this V shape. So, I mean, really, it's within the margin of error right now. It's really within the margin of error. It's all about your personal risk tolerance, but it's definitely within the margin of error. I could see a correction coming because it's coming towards 7 o'clock. I'm not saying it's going to be big or anything, because Bitcoin is still looking like it wants to break out. Bitcoin, remember we created this morning on the morning live, which I was going to do an update, but there was so much to talk about. Now we've got the evidence of where we could go. Bitcoin's created this, come up to the top of this channel. I'm sure Bitcoin would correct, maybe, before it pushes out, maybe come back and make sure the 20 days strong. But with the way it's going right now, the cool thing today is we talked about Tether. You know what I'm going to do? I'm actually going to sell our copy trade so I don't have to worry about it during this live, I think. And then we're going to reposition when it gives us that opportunity, if it gives us that opportunity, because I'm not going to play with my, let's see. I'm going to put it where I think. Sorry, I'm just looking at this real quick. So let's see. Because we could get the correction here a little bit, because we've had that push up. And it's going to want to back test probably the neckline here. So I could see a back test of 14. Maybe. So I'm going to lock in these profits for the copy trade. And then we're going to do our best to do it again. So if you're copy trading, you guys are doing fantastic. We're having a fantastic time together. I know that. So I closed that out, because I basically run formations. So right now, if you've been following since the beginning, after that trade, we're up 202.95%. I only do it based on $170. So again, we made money. It's up to 247. I'm going to take off right now the extra 76 bucks. So I made 76 bucks here. I made that trade, and then we had another small trade of $18 on XLM in between this as well. So, and I think there was a small $9 loss. But anyhow, that's where we sit right now. I'm going to let this resettle. I know our followers combined are up about $759. I'm up $364 or $346. My P&L's up. I'll tell you once it resettles with everything. But yeah, I don't think this is done though. I don't think this is done. But because I have everybody's money in there with me, I have to be cautious when I feel like there could be a possible retracement like this. So I have to do my due diligence. I could see that we had a double top here on these two 15. So I said, you know what? That's my chance. We made the run exactly like I wanted to. So I'm not gonna stress over a few percent here. So hi Tom, it's been a while, Takid. What's going on? Have you already made investment? Oh, if you haven't been around for a while, you've basically missed it all of what I've done. Oh, have I made my appointment for your hairdresser? Are you waiting for a confirmation? No. I'm not. I said the first chance to cut my hair was $1. I've made it very clear. I may not cut my hair until we finally hit all-time highs, but ultimately for me, that $10 mark is where I joked about that I would keep it going and I'd look like, you know, not Jesus, but I would at least emulate him with the hair. So it's possible. It's possible that it grows for a very long time. It's become a part of me. XRP still has a long way to go. I want to buy more, but find it hard to pay. Yeah, 90 cents would be a hard spot to buy it. And right now, like I said, XRP came up to our target from this morning, which means we could have topped out here, and now we got to find our next layer of support. So that's going to be our goal here during this live, to find the layer of support. I'm going to try to find the layer of support for XLM if it comes down. DGB was up 36%, and you can see it's had a nice consolidation. That kind of looks like a nice recovery possibly going to happen here. We'll take a look at this because that's a falling channel if I've ever seen it, and those are bullish consolidations. So I don't think we're anywhere near being done. We're nowhere near being done. Nowhere near being done. Yeah, all goes up 29%. I fully anticipate IOTA to follow that trend. It's been ahead of it all day. And from this consolidation down here when it broke out, if you start to look at IOTA, it was only at 1% when I was looking at it, but now it started to push up here as well. I think IOTA is trying to come up to about 15.7 on this push right now. But we're definitely going to have to look at 7 o'clock, folks, because we were so hot right now. There's always the chance of a quick pullback at the flip of the clock. So we're going to look at this from a very positive standpoint, but also, is there going to be any kind of corrective mode, or are we just going to go unabated? I think this weekend's going to be a beautiful weekend. I really do think we're going to have a beautiful weekend this weekend. Some of them have already corrected, so like we're looking and talking about some, but I believe Doge is trying to tell the market what's coming. Because Doge was well out ahead, then it made this big W, and if it comes up here now while the rest of the market kind of does a little corrective for a short time, and by all means, I don't even know if it's going to happen. XRP by all means is correcting already. From 92.4 all the way down here, that's a nice correction. This is a nice correction so far already. So we're going to have to make this and see, so not a huge one, but 3.25%. So we're going to have to look at this and see exactly how far out, because our next target's 99 cents. If we get on top of 90, we'll take a look at this. I need to timestamp this. So make sure that like button, so YouTube does recommend this live. By hitting that like button, YouTube will recommend this live, and it will allow us to continue to do this together, but also expand our community, because we have so much to offer here. And we are not the victim. We never have been the victim here, and we will never be the victim here. So by that account, we can't play the victim either. So please, if you're in my audience, kindness over hurtfulness. We want helpful over hurtful. We are winners here. And being a winner, you and I and everybody here are winners. You have to have all the education from a charting and news perspective to make an educated and informed decision. It's that simple. So just keep that in mind, that we are a big team here, we're a big community, and we do things a lot different. We are the light in a world surrounded by darkness. And no matter how good the charts are, don't forget to give thanks to your Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. He made it all possible for us to be here together this evening and from the beginning. Don't be so... Here's the other thing. When we get to times like this, be humble. Don't say, oh, see, I told you all. See, I did this, I did that. See, everybody who said XRP was No, don't do that. Be humble. And the more humble we are, the more gracious we are, the more people that will come to the cause. He what? Is he? I rolled you one, Julie. Oh, okay. Oh, that's fine. I sold that copy trade just like I told you. I bought it at the spot. Julie sold it right where I told you the resistance at 14.7, 14.8, I believe it was. And it made them another 32% on the copy trade. We're up over 200% now. Thank you, my love. So, and yeah, just so everybody who's part of that, and this is the only time I'm talking about it this evening. I always try to sneak a current affairs when we have a good trade or whatever's going on. That's the last 90 days, so you can see even after the big push, I'm very confident in what I do, but we're up 201% in our return on investment, $343. As you can see, it's back to $170.93 after the profit of 70-something dollars between the last two trades. I've been in 39 trades total. I've only won 20 out of 39. But the point is I reposition. I'm playing a move every time. So $759.82 is the return for the copier. So I honestly can't be happier. I can't be happier. Can't be happier. Yeah, and for the long-term holders, don't be greedy. Like, I play much more in spot. Like, you see what I have with the community, what I do. But my main focus is my spot. So, I'm hoping, though, that XLM and XRP just rocket out of here. We already had big retracements on XLM. We've already had big retracements as well on XRP. So, I want to see this push straight through and just push up here to that 15.0. Because I think we're going to push up here at least, hopefully, we've hit this level. But the technical big target here is 15 cents. And then we could possibly, hopefully we just push through. I'm just saying, hopefully we just push through with all of this. I just want to see it all push through. I'm just saying, I just want to see it all push through. Really good with them copy trade handicaps. Yeah, very true. And thank you for being in Tom's Army for over 3 months with the XRP Meteor, Daniel. I really appreciate that. Really, really appreciate it. Man, I'm so excited about the market. We've been waiting so long for this. It's crazy. UK Phil, welcome in, and thanks for being in Tom's Army for over 6 months with the XRP Predictor. Britt says my cost was 38 cents. I took profits. Well, I'm not going to ever tell anybody you did anything wrong when you take profits. Let me first say that. Because if you take profits, you can never lose. You'll never go broke taking profits. However, for me, I'm not even close to selling because, and we'll get into this after I do the intro. Just please make sure to hit the like button. Good evening. 6:20 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Friday, November 15th, 2024. I'm XRP Future Millionaire with the side bet on XLM and Future DIGIBYTE OG. And I reside in the great state of Michigan. So, somebody said that they sold. They had been holding since 38 cents. And not that I can say you did anything wrong. I've been holding since 34 on this past recent affair. And then I bought a little more at 38. At least when I held, I had bought $5,000 and put it in the XRP Bitcoin. It's a story everybody knows. But for me, in good faith, I couldn't do it. That you guys are all showing some stomach here. Only because, and I'm not saying you did anything wrong, because I do believe there's corrections everywhere, so you have to be patient. You have to also be understanding of what's going on in the market. But right now, and I've got this color coded for everybody, we have a cup and handle. We have a rising channel that we're breaking to the top side. We hit 90 cents. But our technical target here out of this cup and handle, the handle target, as you can see, the handle's in white. I color coded this. The $1.18 is the target out of the handle. With the cup and handle, that's the target out of the handle from where it broke out. If we play this out in totality, the cup and handle main target is $1.37. So you're selling basically for pennies on the dollar, maybe 60 cents on the dollar from where the technical move up is. And if we're to believe that technical move up, and the technicals which got us to where we're at, in the long run, you probably made a huge mistake. In the short term, you might look like a genius. It might go down. Who knows? It could go 7 to 10, 50. You never know. XRP synonymous. It does this all the time. Jorge, thank you for being in Tom's Army for a second month with the Dusty's Outhouse Crypto News. Also being a very trusted mod and sending your first YouTube super chat, a $5 super chat. Made some great coin from your TA. Excellent. And he paid it forward too. That's all I ask. I always say if you pay it forward, it makes me whole. Because I do this content for free for a reason, because I want everybody to be on the same page. And that pay it forward mentality really does, it hits me well. And then remember, if all of this plays out, we've got this big inverse head and shoulders that I've drawn out. It's even bigger if you go farther out. We have the short-term inverse head and shoulders that I also had drawn out. We broke out of a 7-year almost consolidation. The technical target out of here is $2.22. The ultimate target, if you take it from the widest part of this consolidation when it started, technically brings you up to $5.49. So to say you sold it under $1, I mean, if the cycle ends, you can call yourself a genius. I mean, I'm dead serious. You would be able to, but it doesn't seem like, maybe for the short term, because obviously we went to 92. Now we have to correct a little bit. But man, that's some, I'm not cutting my hair till $10 because of that. I'm not cutting my hair until $10 until XRP hits me over 6 figures. How about that? I'll cut my hair when XRP gives me over 6 figures. And I don't even know if I ever want to cut my hair again. Julie knows we've created an evil monster here. I'm a person of routine. I like my hair now. I love it. I love it. But we got to figure out this consolidation now. We've been light years ahead of this the whole way. I mean, look at the call. We marked it right to 92, 99. I mean, or 90. Yeah, can we even make that any better? Look at that. 92, 99 was the technical target. I mean, could I have hit... I don't know. I don't even know if I could do this any better if I tried. If I was given a cheat sheet. But now I've... The most dangerous times and the times that you can look for the trades for over the weekend is right at the flip of the clock. Right at the flip of the clock. That's why I'm looking through so closely to see if at the flip of the clock we're going to get this opportunity or if it's just going to keep going straight up. What do you guys think? I want to know right now before we continue. Because we have fulfilled these technical targets. So oftentimes, after technical targets are filled in the short term, we end up, consolidating back just a little bit. So would I be shocked to say that XRP consolidates back? And let's see. And look at the volume. It looks fantastic. In the 3-hourly, it's decreasing a little bit. The short time frames look fine. Daily looks excellent. So would I be surprised if it came to 84? No. Anywhere in there, 84, 85, 87, I wouldn't be surprised. I'd be surprised if it falls below that. Just like with XLM, would I be surprised? I think I seen it earlier. They got such a... If you know anything about technical analysis, look at this, folks. That's why I've been riding XLM this whole time, too. I mean, that's this, but then you come back, and there's two inverse head, and these are massive. They're massive. These inverse head and shoulders are massive. And these big reversals are massive. I've been riding XLM very nicely for the copy trade in the last couple of days. In and out when I need to be. Right now it's a retracement moment, possibly. And I always look for the keen pullback after a nice push up. Just like I did earlier, rinse and repeat. 28% earlier, sold, bought it back to the consolidation where I thought it would happen. Bought it back, 32% sold. That's 60% on XLM in 2 trades. And we call it a day, and now we look for the next one. Keep your hair, Mr. Sampson, laugh out loud. And a $4.99 donation by Syrian. Thank you so much for that. A very trusted mod and also in Tom's Army for over 3 months with the XRP Meteor. Bitcoin at 91,343. Its technical target here, remember, off of the megaphone, off of the megaphone, it's 120, but our short-term target that's been created right in front of our very eyes. Remember this morning, if you were here, I don't even know how many people are here. Oh my God. 236 people here again. And make sure to hit that like button. Just half of you have hit that like button. I really would appreciate it if you hit that like button. It's the only way I can grow my content. But we established this consolidation earlier. Bitcoin was down here at 87,000. I said, it's not time. I would be shocked if it ends. And it was creating that inverse head and shoulders. Looks like a small bull flag form. If we break over this, our next move is 96,616. 96,616. Yeah, Zill. I love Zill. I talked about that earlier as well because I feel like these were going to have pumps here shortly. Zill is now up 9.3%. I have... I always forget how many Zill I have. because it's a spot position. I have spot position of DGB and ZIL that I always forget about because I haven't had them long. Only on these dump downs that were like, holy smokes, I can't believe that just happened. So ZIL, just for transparency. Ah, crap. And then we got to get back. We got a lot to talk about with XRP. Like, we've got so much to talk about. It's insane. It's insane. I'm so happy it's a Friday. I'm so happy this is our second time. So, DGB, I have 138,222 DGB. And I have 55,222 ZIL. Yeah, so that's what I have on my crypto.com. I have crypto.com just for DigiByte, and then it also had ZIL, so I bought it together so it wouldn't be alone. I'm serious. I bought ZIL there so DGB wouldn't feel left out on its own exchange. I know it sounds stupid, but it's my baby. It's my baby. I can't let it sit by himself. He's my baby. I told you it's my baby. Can't do it. ZIL. We talked about the back test earlier, why I could not have it anymore. And once it came down and created this, when it pulled down here to this, where was it at? I showed it earlier perfectly. Extreme Ripple Pride, thank you for the $5 donation. At the first YouTube super chat said, took your TA on ZIL at a 0.0159. Yeah, that's the area I bought it. Somewhere around there. I remember when I did the TA, I said I was buying it. Didn't I buy it on the air at 159? I think I bought it on the air at 159. And it's paying off. Think I got enough cushion now to ride it through the bull run. Thank you. You're welcome, my friend. You're welcome. And that's after all for the leverage traders. We're just trying to get cushion too for some, if you're looking to ride this through the entire market, or if you're just trying to do that. That's crazy, the view count when the... Oh, yeah, Jeffrey. When the market's doing good, the most I've ever had is 480 viewers at once. I consistently get 250, 300 viewers easy. Even if like you said, though you see I'm on my second time today, still the same amount of viewers. But if the market was consolidating where we need it to be, and where we should all be talking amongst ourselves and trying to figure out where to buy like we did, we couldn't be so up today and over this. We were in this market before it ran. Remember that. We were in the market while it was consolidating at the lowest of lows when nobody wanted it. And that's when you want to buy it. Now everybody who's getting in late, they risk the fact that they could be in for a 15% correction at any point. But for us, we're still way up. We couldn't give a rat's ass about a 15% consolidation. Loyola City Talent, thank you for the $10 donation. Said I went through so many emotions. As you know, my bag is large. I've been down 20,000 and now up 50,000. This is already life-changing. You kept me from selling my bag at 70. Opinion on that? Yes, I remember when you asked me point blank, and I said I would not make that move. I'm not a financial advisor, but I thought it was going to cost you a lot of money. Like I said, I'm still in the same mindset about now you have a lot more money in it than obviously a lot of people. And thank you for the $10 donation. That pay it back moment right there by you for your thanks. And your portfolio is doing fantastic. And the fact that you would take a small portion of it and send it my way means a lot to me. Whether it's 1 cent, $1, $10, $1 million, it's that pay it forward mentality. You got something from me of use, and you sent some monetary value back to support what I'm doing in my own, what I'm trying to accomplish here. And it really means a lot to me. Like, I don't know how many of you know. It truly humbles me every time somebody even sends $1. Like, because so many people said, oh, you're not going to be able to do anything. What you're starting to do is stupid here. And I'm like, I disagree. I think we're so far ahead on crypto that it's sick. ZIL, so at 179, huge bull flag, back tested, big W reversal. Don't go anywhere with ZIL. I drew this out, the inverse head and shoulders, and I tried to show everybody, are you going to want to buy it here or after it pops up 35, 40%? Just like with DGB, the point earlier was, are you going to wait until now or when it hits 35, and then you got to buy it when it's still 25% up if it even has a correction? Or you could just buy it the 25% before and then let it do what it needs to do. Oh yeah, FU Money Inc. indeed. So, Jasmine, I haven't looked at in a long time. Yeah, I put, Yep, right, exactly, King. I put mine in a cold wallet because I'm never touching it. Like, I've been so transparent. I will never touch. There's a reason why. It's much deeper than most think. But look at this big inverse head and shoulders on ZIL. I'm telling you guys, ZIL, DGB, VeChain, those are the ones. But for me personally, I have ZIL and DGB. Those are the ones that end up making you 1,000, 2,000, 4,000% in bull markets. Even if you feel left out with XRP on some of them when it's only a few 100%, these are the ones that can give you that life-changing money. So can XRP, but I'm saying these ones in particular, because they're so beaten up, like ZIL is unbelievable how much it's fallen. DJRC, thank you for not only being in Tom's Army for over 3 months with the XP Meteor, but the $19.99 donation. I really appreciate that. Mule Shoe says Tom equals GOAT. Remember what I said, everybody? Some people used to tell me, oh, you should charge for your content because you don't get enough support. I get all the support I need by the eyes. Because when the market turns up, look at all the donations. This makes up for every time when we have it just all works to balance out if you're consistent and you're truthful and you know what you're talking about. Because when people are making money, they're very generous. And I've always known that. But you also have to work, 95% of the time basically for ad revenue. And, the people that support me in Tom's Army to put the content out so people can make life-changing money. And then hopefully they send a small fraction back in a thank you. City Talent says another $20. Didn't you just send $10? Wow, that's very generous of you. So this is ZIL. So my next big target for ZIL, and he said, not doing the best, but this investment has changed the whole mood and helps with my circumstance. I hope I have the wisdom to sell at the right time. Do you see an overlay coming? Absolutely. My technical target out of the cup and handle, and let's listen, everybody. For everybody who's asking me this, I only want to say this one more time. I appreciate the question because it's needed. That cup and handle, we broke out. The moment we break and hold 90.89 cents, it's over. We have nothing in between. That 92 was just a short-term, hey, that's where we're going. So I put it up there and it happened to hit it perfectly. The 90.89 is what's important here. Because once you get on top of that and you break, 93.20. If you're on top of 93.20, you're free to run to $1.18, which is the handle resistance. See how the cup and handles here? The yellow is the cup. So just color code it. Whoops, sorry. I screwed this up. Can't color code it if I put a different color up there. So the pink is what we have to break past, okay? If we get past that beautiful color of some kind of pink, and I'll put it a big pink because we need to get past it. If we get past that pink area, that puts us into on high here from 23. So now, here we go. Color code this. If you're here, if you're new, cup and handle. So the cup is yellow. You measure the depth of the cup and you have to break the high of the cup. And then you measure the depth for the new target. That's $1.37. That's the ultimate out of the cup and handle. That's the ultimate target. If it breaks that, then we talk about other targets from the 7-year consolidation. But we have to clear this first before we get to that. And that's $2.22 and over $5 when we get to those levels. But that could take time. So, break 93. First target right now, you see this handle? This handle, color code it to the white. That's the technical target off the handle. That's $1.18. So no, I don't think we're done yet. In fact, Bitcoin has already finished its handle push. All that's left for Bitcoin is the cup push to 120K. Its handle push, it finished it all at 89. The technical targets on the handle ended at like 89,800, and it was from the megaphone portion. And we had it all listed for a long time. So do I think it's done? No, I don't. I really don't. So now if you're in leverage positions, obviously, if you've already got a 10% move and you're not worried about getting liquidated and you're playing the move, that's something you have to figure out. But from a spot perspective, that's what I'm speaking from. I speak from spot perspectives here. Okay? I'm not trying everybody to have them lose their money. That's why I offered copy trading through BITUNIX. Did I think I'd be up 200%? If I said I didn't, I'd be lying because I know my track record. But I always tell you, if you're going to leverage trade with me, expect to lose. And I only do $170 in my portfolio at any given time. Today, there was about $102 I was able to take out to keep it at 170 from profits from our copy trading. Nathan Johnson, thank you for the $4.99 donation. Your very first super chat. I greatly appreciate that. That's unbelievable. Unbelievable. So this is ZIL, just so we can finish this discussion. ZIL, the top of this formation, should get us all the way up to, and you guys know I try to talk about everything, and all these super chats are just, I don't know what to say. Like, I really don't know what to say. You guys have, I'm speechless. I'm speechless. That's all. And it's a good speechless. It's, so right now, ZIL is around 179. We're still looking for this move to hit this third resistance on the top. And once we break out of this, guys, I mean, when I talk about life-changing money with like ZIL and DGB, I'm dead serious. I'm dead serious. Look at this. So this is the technical, this is a bullish consolidation, if you're wondering. This is a bullish consolidation right now. And if it broke down, I would be stunned if it broke this consolidation. If it does, I don't know. Are we ready to go back to 003? I don't know. But right now, ZIL seems to be on a beaten path here. Up into here. And then if it breaks this resistance, the technical target, and it's still got to go much higher. And ZIL does this. If you remember one time, if you guys were here, we watched ZIL go up like 1,200% in like 3 weeks. It was just absolutely berserk. And now it's much cheaper. And it's, if you don't know anything about the Zaliqua network, this is the real deal. It's not a FUD. It's not a joke. And ZIL is going to thrive in the digital atmosphere. Just absolutely thrive. But the technical move here, if it breaks out, it's 308% from where we're at right now. So could you imagine I have 50,000 ZIL and it cost me when I bought it just about $1,000. 50,000 ZIL from up there. You know, it's a little bit different. At 10 cents, it's $5,000 to buy those same ones. You know, so, and the big money with ZIL starts once it gets over the 10-cent mark, and then it starts moving up because it does it quick. VeChain is up 8.19%. I love VeChain. Love VeChain. VeChain's target out of here is 3.7 cents. Short target, 3.3 cents. And this is a very bullish descending consolidation that it's breaking out of. Very bullish. Very bullish for VeChain. Great question. Big W reversal. Big consolidation. VeChain's another one. If you've always wanted it, you might come to a point where all of a sudden it becomes a little too expensive for what you're thinking. So, absolutely, VeChain breaking out of that descending consolidation. Very bullish consolidation. DGB up 23%. This morning, if anybody was in here, I said the breakout target from here. And like, I don't claim to be the smartest person in the world, but I did put this down and say, would you rather buy DGB here or after it rises up here and then try to buy it on a consolidation and hope you found the right spot? So it came up exactly to almost 1 cent. Almost 1 cent. And it's consolidated back down, a healthy consolidation here. And DGB is synonymous for this 14%, 13% correction after a 36% move or 38% move. Still up 24%, but look how it consolidated 14%. But if you bought it before the move, do we care it drop 14% consolidated? No, because that's how you continue. You need to clear it out. And now it's still up 24%. That's the point of being in before the move. It's just algo, right? Algo was up 29%. If it consolidates to 15, 20, is anybody going to care? No, because they're still up 15 or 20% on the day, and they know that clear out is what it actually needs to continue on. It's the great untold truth about trading. You need the pullback to continue on. It's the truth. Look what XRP's done this entire time. Remember when it went up to 94 cents, 100 and something percent last year? Same with XM, and they never retraced. They just went straight up, and what happened? It gave it all back. This time, every time XRP moves up 10, 15%, comes back half of it, comes up 25, 30%, gives half back, but then it always ends up making higher highs of at least 15 to 20% when the move finishes, because it's doing it in an orderly fashion like we need to. So let's take a look at some of the numbers. We've been doing this today so far for 39 minutes. I've been talking a lot. So XRP by the numbers here. Liquidations is what gives me a very, very good feeling. So in the 4 hour, liquidations. We can pull this into a much tighter window. Look at on the 15th, 2.86 million going short got liquidated, 1 million going long, 1 million going long in the previous 4-hour cycle. But the 4-hour cycle before that, 2.56 million or 54 million, total of 5.6. So you're still getting a decent amount of liquidations from the long side and the short side. And those long liquidations are the ones that come in after a 10 to 12% move or an 18 or 20% move. And then even on a 10x, it moves 10% so quickly they get liquidated, and then it goes back up 18, and they're like, well, what the that's why you don't want to buy, especially leverage after it's already going up. Yeah. The volume right now, the volume is looking fantastic. Look at the volume. It's exploding. Let's bring this up to the corner. Whoops. We have 11.27 billion November 14th. And now when it updates that here, oh my goodness. It's crazy. Yeah, I'll have a little bit. Open interest is skyrocketing. I can show you a better way to look at that because it's easier to read. So let's go into here and take a second look at this. Oh, yeah, and you want it because a lot of the money finds its way into XRP and some of the others when Bitcoin goes down. That's what it's supposed to do, though. That's the untold truth. When you're in a real bull market, if it happens, the altcoin should move every time Bitcoin dumps. It'll move more. Like Bitcoin was up 4 or 5%. The XRP Bitcoin pairing was up 10%. That was something I used to tell everybody long ago with buying the pairing, that Bitcoin can be up 4 to 5% and it can still be up. Because if XRP is outpacing it, it'll still go up. So open interest right now, it's up 36.96%. The futures is down 7.55. Smart. A lot of people are getting liquidated. So I don't think it's less people that want to leverage trade. I just think there's 7% less money to find its way to the leverage trading because they all got liquidated. So you'd see the perpetuals more. Funding rates right now, mostly positive. Even Kraken went back to positive funding rates, which is beautiful to see. Liquidations in the last 24 hours. Long liquidation. Look how even this is, though. 8.9 million in long liquidations. 13.9 million in short liquidations. That's a good sign for continuation. We're liquidating a large portion of long still. It's fantastic. The 22.8 million in leverage liquidations is huge. That's how you continue to move up. Or down, you have the liquidity. Notice it's tightening now, the short to long ratio, which is what we need. We need it tighter so we can get more movement. 1.71 to 1 on the 5 and 30 minute. 63.12% going long to 36.88% going short. On the 1 hourly, 1.7 to 1 going long to short on XRP right now. 62.99% going long. 37.01% going short. The 4 hourly, 1.65 to 1. We've got 62.32% going long, 37.68% going short. And the most confident still for long versus short traders is in the daily time frame. It's a 2.02 long to short ratio, 66.89% going long, 33.11% going short. So we've still got a lot of liquidations long to short. So I mean that is good. This is good. And Julie, look at this. This is what's really good. See the liquidations? If you take it out into like the, even in the 5 minute, a lot of short liquidations. You want to take out those shorts as you're going up. But also, if you go back a little bit farther, you can see we have a period of long liquidations. See this where we're taking out the longs up at the top? That's what you want to see, long liquidations as you're consolidating and going down for correction. For anybody who's paying attention. Crypto Fear and Greed Index today, believe it or not, it had come down as of earlier. It's still that it came down to 80 from 88 yesterday, which is interesting to say the best. What happened here? No. Where's my Bitcoin? I don't remember which one was the right one, Julie. I think it might have been this one. Yeah, look at that. I did it right on the first one. I'm proud of myself. So the Bitcoin heat liquidation map. I talked about this earlier, about how there was a lot of liquidation formed above us now from short traders. Look at this. There's a ton of it. 300 million, 344 at 92. There's just a ton of liquidation here. So if it pushes up, we've got plenty of liquidation to push us to 100. That looks like a bull flag formed. I mean, I don't want to tell anybody that who is shorting Bitcoin, they're in trouble. But you could be in some serious trouble because there's a big cup formed up to 93. If it finishes it and all the way up at 93, look at all that liquidation that gets taken. Oh, boy. XRP Healthcare, we were buying on MEXC before they didn't allow it to the USA anymore. So I have 61,000 plus because I was staking it on the healthcare app, and now it's expired because you can't stake anymore because the staking ones are gone. Time yesterday, open market, eat my $500, and it was bullish. What does that mean? Open market, ate?
It took his money.
So, open market token? I don't know what he... Well, that sucks. I don't want anybody to lose their money. Oh, gotcha. US Open sold bullish formation. Gotcha. Makes sense. Makes sense. But right now we've got the close here in 11 minutes. So obviously, you know, you're trying to protect your capital at all costs here. Because at the flip of the clocks here, you know, it makes it interesting. Let's see Doge real quick, Julie. I know you're interested in Doge. Looks like it's starting to break out again, Julie. If this forms this big W, that's a massive formation here. That big flag here, if it plays out, it's not just 50 cents. That could go ballistic. Doge could go ballistic. If Elon Musk wants it to go again, it's going to go hard. Man, my voice is a little talked out. What's it been? 46 minutes. This is my second live of the day.
Are you going to make the close?
Yeah, I'm going to try. Well, at least close to it. XRP Healthcare is one I want to talk about today. Oh my God. It's up 64%, Julie. I talked earlier today and yesterday. Remember everybody, I talked yesterday and today, and we talked about the breakout. And I said, oh my goodness. And I said it was almost time. Be ready at any moment. And look, I talked about this today. It was down here today at 2.3 cents. We're up better than 60% on the day. I told everybody, XRP Healthcare. Oh my God. At some point, and some people have Solo, some people have Corium. I have XRP Healthcare instead for my ecosystem. That's just, I see something different in XRP Healthcare, and I went against the grain there. Oh no, don't copy trade on BLOFIN. Copy trade me on HOTCOIN. I mean, HOTCOIN. On BITUNIX. Not on BLOFIN. Copy trade me on BITUNIX. The BLOFIN one, that's not even supposed to be there anymore. I switched it to BITUNIX because I didn't like BLOFIN. It was costing us a lot in fees. BLOFIN I just use if I have personal money in there that I want to sit in something. But I would, if you're copy trading, BITUNIX, my friend. BITUNIX is the way to go. That's the one that I take very seriously. Check the disruption on XRPH wallet. Check the disruption on XRPH wallet. Julie, you're watching me do this, right? This server, it's under maintenance, it says. It says the server is under maintenance. I don't know, I wasn't looking to see if they often have scheduled maintenance, so I don't know. Not sure. Just says that the server is under maintenance. Been there for hours. Yeah, I don't look at it daily, so I'm not looking to sell it, so I'm not ever really on the app. But it looks like they're doing some, let's see. XRPH server. It's probably not going to say anything on, oops. XRP Healthcare app server maintenance. No, yeah, I don't know. All I know is it says it has server maintenance right now. If somebody wouldn't have brought it up to me, I wouldn't even have known, to be honest. But no, I don't know. It's got some kind of maintenance. You can, if you guys want to look deeper into it, you can. But in my experience, they have maintenance when they're upgrading their services. Only thing is, it's not showing correct amount. Yeah, it's not showing correct amount because it's under maintenance. It can't update. It's only current to the price before the pump, guys and gals. Don't get so worked up. It can't show the price until it comes back online. It won't be at the correct price. I can't wait for VELO to wake up. VELO's got some waking up to do indeed. I think it's getting ready, though. I think VELO is going to have a big move here soon. Very big move. I think VELO is going to be one of them that has that 50 to 70% move. All of a sudden, we're going to say, holy smokes. And I'm going to say, yes, there's another one. Here you go. But as we get closer to the close, 6 minutes to weekly candle, that's why we had that pump. Yep. Absolutely. I agree with that. That's the end of the week. Yeah, end of the week. But our actual weekly candle, it's not done yet, though. We still have 2 days and 1 hour. In the stock market, the weekly candle closed. But for XRP, this is only day 5 of the weekly candle. Technically, if we're talking technically. So, but we've got a lot of, we still got a long ways to go here before this is over. You know, so we're just getting started here, folks. We're just getting started here. But I'm going to go hang out with Julie. I think I did my due diligence here.
Person's sleeping.
So, and I would like to spend some time with Julie before she lays down, because I know she's going to have to get off her foot because she had a long week, and we limped into the weekend, basically.
Busy,
it was a very busy week. My son's been doing fantastic, but he's had lots of therapies, lots of things that no kid wants to go through, but he does like a champ. But yeah, XRP Healthcare is pumping. I don't know about the maintenance. They're doing maintenance a lot. They're integrating a lot of things into that app. So if you're looking to sell it right now, I mean, oops. But I don't have it on the healthcare app because I'm looking to sell. I'll be honest with you. If I wanted to sell, I wouldn't have it on there. I would have it somewhere else. I'm not looking to sell it for years. So as long as I get it figured out in the next few years, I'm okay. But yeah, I mean, I feel good though. It's up 65% today. It's pretty crazy. The flash indeed. XRP Healthcare may be that play. Yeah, and if XRP Healthcare, look at it. If it breaks out of this, we've talked about this longer target here, and it's going to do it quick. I don't think a lot of people understand. There's less than 65 million total tokens of XRP Healthcare ever, or 70 million total. That's it, and not all of them are in circulation. Some of them are for the staking protocol, which is already expired because they ran out of staking tokens, and I said it was a very short-lived program. They had it all in the white papers. And now we're going through as we get to 25. And their end game, their number one thing is they would like somebody to acquire this and make it like a multi-conglomerate. If that happens, that's where we'd get the richest. If somebody were to, if it expanded like that, this entire thing would go ballistic. It would just go ballistic. So, but with XRP Healthcare, I mean, we're just getting started, I think. We've talked about this for a long time. And now then some will get mad if it consolidates, but this is rolling right now. We're spicy meatball right now. Spicy meatball. It's all about patience. That's why spot is king over leverage. Even if you can make more monetary gains in a shorter amount with leverage, how many times you get leveraged out, liquidated out, pushed out when you're down, and then you see it just come back up? Like, how often does that happen? Like, it happens so often that it would make some sick if they actually knew how often it was happening to people. Now, VELO is the one that I stare at here, and I'm like, man, I have VELO. I have VELO. Whew. Damn, man. Everybody can see what's happening here, right? We're having a big transformation of wealth, and we're not supposed to be part of it. We're not supposed to be part of it. And a lot of people aren't part of it because they were afraid. I don't know of what. I said this was going to happen in 21, that when it was at $1.60, $1.50, $1.20, everybody was buying it. They didn't care. But then when it's at 20, 30, 40, 50, everybody's afraid to buy it. Like, what the hell happened? And I kept making light of it. Like, what is going on? Why is everybody so afraid? Like, why would we be afraid to buy DGB at 0.006 if most people wanted it at 11 cents? I mean, like, I got laughed off the stage left when I sold DGB at 15 and I said I was going to buy it under 1 cent. It was more than a 99% drop. And I said I'm going to buy it when it's under a penny, and that's where I'm going to make my life-changing money, even more than XRP. And then now DGB, when the time comes and it actually runs, like, it does it very quickly. Look at, from 0.006, right, last time when it was over here. In February of 24, it even did this, 228%. But let's go back when we were actually in a real run. When we were actually in a bull market, folks. And we're lower than we were before. From 1.6 cents, it did a 1,000% move in the bull market in 21. It went up 1,000%. And we're on the bottom right now. So if it ever makes a move and reaches those all-time highs, you understand what's going on here. There's some that you can make so much money purely because they were oversaturated under. Like, look at ZIL. ZIL is at 1.8 cents. Some people bought this earlier when we talked about it. I think it was at 1 point. Does anybody remember what it was at? We talked about it earlier. It was when it was back testing this area. 1.5 cent area. No, 1.5, 1.58, 1.59. Yeah, right here, 1.59. On this back test, I was live. We were live. Where was this at? No, it was earlier. See, we came back here in the last 30 minutes, back here. We were live. And I just remember drawing, it was unbelievable. And now it's doing it, and we're going to get somewhere. Now I want to see at the flip here if it's just going to get hot. Because some of it looks like it was setting up to have a hot start here to the flip. This is crazy. Bitcoin closed over 91K. I believe Flare is my hunt. Oh, Flare, I forgot. Somebody brought this up. What's Flare at? Did Flare move yet? If Flare hasn't moved yet, I would be very interested. If I've already missed it, I'm not interested in, like, a buy. Oh, wait a minute. My audience has done me a solace this evening. Big W. Oh, man, this was on a broadening wedge, I think. Broadening wedge here. These are very bullish consolidation. A descending broadening wedge. Look at that. A descending broadening wedge, and it's breaking out as we speak. Back testing the breakout. Oh, my God. Let's see if any of my exchanges allow me to buy Flare. Let's see. Oh, I can only hope and pray that somebody lets me buy Flare. That is, whoever is bringing this up, that is 100% on point. On freaking point. I don't have Uphold anymore. I don't use it. That is one that I do not use anymore. Unfortunately, for that particular token, it's unfortunate. Yeah, Flare a lot like ZIL with the way it moves. Oh, wait a minute. Kraken. I have Kraken. Where the hell's Kraken at? Okay, here's Kraken. Let's see. Indeed, they do have flare. Indeed, they do. Look at that back test. That's unbelievable. That's literally the exact... But I gotta go, everybody. But yeah, pay attention to flare. That could be something big in the development here. I mean, big. If this breaks out, and look, it back tested. That's what you're looking for, is the back test. That was it looks like a broadening wedge there was formed that it broke out of. The audience is on point this evening. Like, literally on point with this. And we already know the target that it came up to at 2.5. I don't even... Did I draw that here just now, or was that here from before? Yeah, see, somehow... Whoops. But it came up to that target already, but... The back test here, then you would come back up. Obviously, you'd have to come back up here. But then if you break this, it's going to come all the way up to the top eventually at 3.2. That could be a big move. It's only at 1.6 cents right now. See, it's in the depths. This is where we had it before a major run. And it ended up doing us very, very good. We're at like 0.08. In 23 we bought it. Or 0.09. Yeah, somewhere down here, and we rode it. And it did very well. This could be the next time. This could be the next time. Oh, I mean, I still... Yeah. On XRP, get free flare drops. Yeah. But not, Man, that's nice. But I gotta go, everybody. I gotta go. We see the flip of the clock. XRP's up 0.75%. XLM's up 0.75%. Bitcoin's pretty flat, but up about 0.1%. Doge is down 0.87%. Julie, I'm sorry. IOTA's up, and it hasn't flipped yet. We got to wait for some of this to flip. But yeah, it should be interesting here. Have a good evening, everybody. Have a good evening. Stay blessed.